Okay, what should we do? All they did... I put that down before you hurt yourself, my goodness.
I'm sorry. Just don't hurt me. I know you're not one of them, but you just can't help them. You can't let them know I'm here. Please, will you help me? There's no one here I can trust.
I mean, what do you want?
I am not the person that the people of Whiterun think I am. My real name is Eamon. I am a noble of House Suda in Hammerfell.
Ooh, a noble.
The men who are looking for me, the Alakir, they are assassins in the employ of the Aldmeri Dominion. They wish to exchange my blood for gold. I need you to root them out and drive them away before they find me and drag me back to Hammerfell for an execution.
And how?
They're mercenaries, only in it for the money. They're led by a man named Kamatu. Get rid of him, and the rest will scatter. I don't dare show my face, lest they recognize me, so you'll have to find out where they are.
Well, any suggestions on where the hell they might be, even though I already know that they're in Rorikstead?
I heard one of them was just arrested trying to sneak into the city. If he's locked up in the jail, perhaps you can get it out of him. Please, I know I'm asking you to do something difficult, maybe even dangerous. I just don't know who else I can trust.
Well, to the jail. Now, why haven't you told the guards?
You think I'd be in hiding if this was something I trusted town guards to handle? These men are ruthless, cunning, deceitful. They'll pay off whoever they can. I can't trust anyone here in Whiterun. Guards and Jarls can be bought. And the Alakir are close. I'm running out of time, so I'm choosing to trust you.
Well, depending on my disposition, dear lady. That could prove to be a very, very poor mistake. Why are they after you anyway? What the hell did you do?
I don't know for sure. I spoke out against the Aldmeri Dominion publicly. I suspect that's why these men were hired to
center.
hunt me down.
Well, very good. I have all I need.
Find me the moment the Alakir are taken care of.
Yes. For I will definitely take care of them. Now, there is
By order of the Jarl. Stop
this
right there.
small problem. I'm a Thane, so, you know, fuck off.
Oh, forgive me, Thane. I didn't realize it was you. We'll look the other way this time.
Yeah.
But even the Jarl's influence has its limits. Be more careful.
You brought in the heavy town guard for a cabbage. For a cabbage. This is fine cabbage, by the way. Now then, we have a jail to go to, we have a blacksmith to visit, we have things to sell, many a thing, so many things. Is it raining out there? No. It's actually quite lovely out there. My goodness. In fact, we've come out to the dining area. I mean, look at that.
Bread and stew. Had enough of fish and fowl? Treat yourself and your kin to a choice cut of steak or a tender
Ooh,
rack of
steak.
ribs.
Oh my god, raw mammoth snout. We got some chitin. We got antlers because we definitely want to eat that. My god. Hello, goat. Where are we going? Now we're going over here. Hello, guard. You're looking fine. Fine and well armored. Ah, yes, you. Now, can you give me that quest sign? Can you upgrade my equipment? Ended with a tanning rack. No, apparently not. Why can't you tell me about Whiterun anyway?
Plenty. I'd say we're prosperous enough. Most folk don't go hungry, if they're willing to work hard. The city's ruled by the Jarl up in Dragon's Reach. That's the fortress there. Up on the
Dragon's
tall hill.
Reach, that's what
But
it's
you're
called.
probably more interested in your Vasker, Mead Hall of the Companions. Their deeds of war and valor are legendary.
I like it. Go up to the table, hammer twice, and you're out of there. You ended with the tanning rack, perchance?
Yes?
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
Oh god. Hang on.
I've been looking for you.
What do you want?
Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only.
My hands only, eh?
Let's see. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Vigil Flyer. I'll have a quick read of that, thank you. Right. Vigil Flyer. EVV. Let's have a look. The Vigil is watching Cease Your Evil, or you and your Daedra worshipping ways will soon come to an end. Vigil of Stendar. Shit, they're on to me. How do they know? Well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
What do you need, my thane?
Yeah, apparently we can't deliver that sword. Oddly enough. That could have been an entirely different mod for all I know. Oh well, what do you got for
Looking
sale?
to protect yourself or deal some damage?
I'm looking to get you for all the money you have. By the way, you have how much monies? You have 2852 monies. Okay, let's determine what we are not in need of. That, for example, we're not in need of. That, for example, we're not in need of. That's worn to all hell. That can go. 261 out of 310. That's brilliant. Ancient Nord honed greatsword. I'm not a two-hander, and whenever I have companions, they're never two-handers. So really, two-handers for now are kind of out of the question. I know I said I might keep that and develop it into something great, but one thing you're gonna find about me, people, is I change my mind quite often. 243, we happy with that? What about some armor pieces that we don't need? So what are we currently wearing now? We're wearing Imperial gear, which gives me... Didn't we determine that that gave me slightly better coverage anyway? Coverage 14 to 6. It's really the warmth, though, from whenever we go north. Warmth of 12, warmth of 12. Yeah, Imperial light gear is doing me well right now, and for the time being, we'll get rid of that. Like, that gives me a good amount of warmth as well. You can tell there's fur lining in there. We get rid of that? I might keep on to that. Maybe it could be good for Lydia, perhaps. Thanks.
As you wish.
Lydia. Oh no, in fact I believe you're wearing that already, so yeah, that's also fine.
Need something?
What do you got for sale?
Looking to protect yourself? Or
Actually,
deal some
that's something as well. We could even look at, you know, see if there's anything that's worth buying. We'll get rid of that too, so that's gonna give me 4131. Level up. We'll take that every day of the week. So out of curiosity, what are we working with here in terms of, let's say, one-handed weaponry? Steel Warhammer. It's a mace, but that's fine. Got a nice little battle axe. That's definitely a two-hander, two-hander, one-hander. 14. Warhammer does 28. For 625. Definitely affordable. That's definitely a one-handed weapon. Surely, we're gonna buy that. We're gonna buy that, we're gonna favorite it, we're gonna equip it. Bloody Warhammer, eh? I do love me a bit of Warhammer, I will say. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Is that everything that I wanted from you? Yeah? Lydia, are we happy? You know, I think we're happy. I think we're somewhat happy, even though we're having, again, major frame rate difficulties yet again in this bloody town. I don't know why it happens, it's a weird one, and again, I do apologize. I suppose pausing the game for a moment kind of fixes it. So, I'm okay with that. Now, should we go to the dungeons and have a wee old chat with a certain, man? Yes, let's go into the dungeons and have a wee old chat with a certain man, shall we? I'm scared, stop it. We care not for Tellus, for we are not Nord. Forever! Now I just gotta remember how to get into the dungeons. Wait, hang on, no, I think they're back here, in fact. I have to kind of go around the corner. Weren't they... Weren't they somewhere around here? Maybe you can get... No, I think you can get to them from Dragon's Reach itself. You just have to go down to the lower level. And in fact, if anything, we should probably have this bound. So it might even give me an idea of where the fuck we're going. Yeah, over there. Easy, right? Underforge, okay, it's a Yorvaskir thing. Okay, cool. Let's go back inside. Got a lot going on in Skyrim and Dragon's Reach today. A lot going on in Whiterun again. Except before, we're going to be operating out of Whiterun for quite a bit. In fact, we do need to level up while we're at it. And again, I think I said at the beginning, I mean, you should probably expect this series, given that it's pretty much guaranteed to go on to completion. I am fairly committed with that. To definitely be at a minimum 200 parts. Maybe more. And that really all depends how much we're going to be doing. I'm going to age. Like, I'm going to celebrate birthdays while running this series, I feel. It really all depends on how often I can record. Anyway, level up. 153, 125, 133. Do we need more stamina? I'll never say no to more stamina. I'll also never say no to more health. Alright, let's go straight to archery while we can. So currently 29. Wing strike. Bashing with a bow or a crossbow staggers the target. Ideally, we'll never be that close to even want to bash with a bow, because if we are that close, we're going to switch to a melee weapon. What do we have here? Clean kill. Bows and quill, we already have that. What about long shot? Bows and crossbows deal up to 40% more damage to targets beyond 50 feet. Oh, we're one off? Ah, unbelievable. What about the one there on the right? What about this one? 30, 20. That's probably going to be even more. 40. Crap. Yeah, do I hold on to the skill point then? Or do we go to somewhere else maybe? Maybe light armor. Light armor mastery. It really all depends, like, are we guaranteed to stick with light armor for the entire playthrough? And again, if we are going through the archer playthrough, then that kind of makes more sense when it comes to RP at the very least. So we could put it into light armor for the time being. I don't see why not. Armor rating of light armor goes up by 20%. You gain a small amount of light armor experience when wearing at least 2 pieces of light armor in combat. That seems like a no-brainer. We'll do it. Good. Anyway.
You've done well.
Thank you.
Did you slip out again last night for a drink at the
So we gotta find the
Heard about that, did you?
Barnard Mare.
Yes,
We gotta
I
find the
thought we'd find
dungeon.
it too. What of it?
Be down here for all we know.
visits to the
Dungeon?
tavern
Aha.
to an easy
Let it be known, I know where everything is at all times, forever and evermore. Now then, Mr. Man, where are you at? Well, that would be a dead man. You might want to clean that up. Gonna stink out the place. How's a Bosmer doing down here?
Tidings, weary traveler. These days it's not often I get approached, at least by other men. They call me Larkspur. That name should tell you anything you need to know, and everything you want to believe.
I believe I'm being approached here. You may be coming on to me. Should I know you?
Perhaps. You may have heard vicious rumors regarding my appetite for women, and I assure you, they're all true. You may have heard I'm a nefarious rogue who robs and kills and beds your wife, but only if you're rich. And I assure you, I don't care whose wives I bed. You may have heard I'm taller than a giant and as ugly as a troll. And so, I submit to you my person as evidence, and you'll see that I'm chiseled like a sculpture, and that rumor is more mud than stone.
I kind of want to kill him. I've never heard of you. I feel like this would hurt him more than this one, so never heard of you, my friend.
Then consider yourself blessed. You can
Jesus,
hear the
Lydia.
story of Larkspur from the one who lived it.
Then what the hell are you doing down here?
Would you believe me if I said I came here for the company? Such a statement would be made in jest, of course, but not entirely false. I do indeed come here for the company, but only to mock it.
Huh. He's definitely not referring to me. You're referring to the prisoners.
Never. I wouldn't mock those whose predicaments once mirrored my own.
Oh.
I'm a bandit, a thief, which might strike you as odd considering this dashing head of mine is still attached to its body. After all, in this land, only the rich get a trial, whether your capital is coin or politics. My pursuers couldn't execute me because I turned myself in. I turned myself in because the Jarl can't risk an execution. With the civil war going on, there's too much turmoil, and the Jarl knows his chair isn't exclusive to his bottom. To execute a bandit who sacks finely clothed men and spreads the coin among the people, well, that won't make that chair any more comfortable.
Robin Hood. You think yourself a Robin Hood, huh? Oh. It tells you like to share interest in sparring. If anything, it will allow me to punch his fucking head in. Made you become a bandit?
My mother. Truth is, I was a bandit before I was anything else. The bandit business was the family business, and I've been a no-good bandit since birth. My parents made it seem so romantic when I was a child. They would return and tell me tales of great beasts and come back with the skins as proof. Most of the time they brought back books they stole from caravans. They wanted a different life for me, but they weren't naive.
Interesting. What do you mean?
They also taught me the trade, how to nock an arrow, shoot a troll between the eyes, and harvest its fat. As you might expect, I was a natural. They taught me how to kill a man, too, where the weak points were in his body and mind, how a simple illusion spell can pierce harder than any blade. When I went out on my own, however, I soon learned that the life of a bandit was far from romantic. There was no sense to the carnage. It didn't matter if you were rich or poor, armed or defenseless. If you walked the road, you paid the toll.
I kind of want to take you on as a follower, my friend. Even just through that speech alone, you've definitely sold yourself for me, albeit your personality is a bit toxic as all hell. Seems to me it's all immoral, or none of it is. Wealthy people are people too. That's very true. But that he's kind of operating on a code of honor here as well.
I agree. But you'll have a hard time convincing a bandit of his moral obligation. Gold is far more persuasive.
Aye. Can we tell me about your time in the dungeon? I wonder, is there an option to take him on? I wonder. It tells you like to share, maybe. Or no, tell me about your time in here.
What's there to say? The people of Whiterun think my time here was a sham, that my standing among the poor gave me refuge in this foul pit. I admit, I too thought as much, and went so far as to tell those who supported my cause not to fret. I thought I'd live as the Jarl of the dungeon, with all the food I could eat and all the ale I could drink. It wasn't so. The guards aren't beholden to some idealistic sense of honor. They just want to fatten their coin purse. The guard is only concerned with following the orders of the man who pays him, and I'm not referring to the Jarl.
Right, so you're clearly mistreated.
That's putting it a bit mildly. They beat me, starved me, and they gave me a health potion so they could beat me some more. When I refused to drink, they brought in a healer to restore me so that I'd survive another round of torture. It was a foul trick. The burns, the scars, none of it remained to show the horror of what I endured. I'm afraid I would have lost my sanity completely if not for the kind words of the man in the cell next door.
Oh? And how did he help?
He'd wait until the guards have left, until the night grew still, and as I drifted toward the brink of madness, he'd slowly start to speak. He never addressed me directly. He'd simply tell stories and laugh heartily at his own jokes. They were such awful jokes. But his voice was filled with so much life, almost as if his heart was so full of joy, he couldn't help but give some of it to me.
I wonder, it could be the prisoner who's dead over there.
I wish I had. When my sentence was over, I was ushered quickly to the Bannered Mare, where friends and companions came to celebrate my release. We drank and feasted all night and passed along old stories like bottles of vintage wine. By the time I returned to this dungeon a week later, I found his cell empty.
Oh, and where did he go? So how did you... Okay, so you actually have a guild. But unfortunately, the man is definitely very likely dead. How did you eventually manage to create a guild?
It all changed when I read a book called The Beggar Prince. And I realized the beggars with eyes and ears on the streets were the key. I took what money I had and befriended them. I learned of the comings and goings of the city's wealthiest merchants and the mercs they hired. Soon, my whisperers included the townsfolk in the market district and the farmers who worked outside the castle walls. I knew what shipment was going out and when. I knew the men tasked to guard it. What time they woke up, their favorite drink, if they pissed in the river or like to use a latrine.
So you need information. But of course you need men to back you up. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I dislike this man quite a bit, or this elf even. Wood elf, I think? I disliked him quite a bit at the beginning, but he's slowly winning... Bye, Lydia. He's slowly winning me over to his way of thinking, albeit his personality could definitely use a wee bit of work. The man knows his stuff quite clearly, has a bow upon his back, which again makes him quite useful. I would definitely take him on if the option did present itself. He does strike me as a custom companion. We'll definitely talk to him some more.